Bust down Tatiana.
What's good, everybody? It's me, Twisted Lights, aka JT,
Yo, what's good? It's Bressarkey, aka Iron Man.
and we're gonna be bringing another, I guess, content update before we open up the testing this Friday, which is
So that will
April
be April 15th,
April
4
15th
p.m. EST.
EST,
So April 15th, 4 p.m. EST.
and we're just gonna talk about like recent updates since the last video and like I guess what to expect for the testing. But let's get into it. So as you can see, we got them new clicky sounds. But I'm gonna go ahead and get into the character customization and show you guys what's popping. So this one's kind of familiar, the body settings. It was in the, actually I don't know if anyone knows about it if we showcase it in the other videos, but this is the body settings and you could roll your height and your width. I'm not gonna go too in depth.
But yeah, the major changes we added to that were like higher levels of customization,
Yes
as well
sir.
as middle names. So a lot of people are familiar with last names having effects. We made sure not to make any of them broken, but basically you can roll middle names to have like special effects as well.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and roll a middle name right now. I'm about 15 clicks in and I haven't gotten. Oh, off! I got a rare, but I was clicking too fast. It test your luck. But as you can see, you can enter your first name and your last name. You'll have to roll it. You can't put in like a random last name. We have set ones already, and your middle name you have to roll those too. But going back to the customization of, I guess, the appearance of the character, we have the hair and face customization. I made some facial features, and these are interchangeable, so you can have like distinct features, I guess. You can choose your own mouth, nose, and eyes. So I don't know if I can do something like this, I guess. But yeah, that's about it. You know, pretty cool stuff. And I'm gonna go ahead and confirm. And oh yeah, as soon as you launch the game for the first time, I guess, you'll have the daily rewards, and you'll get a certain amount of Metro coins depending on how many days you're redeeming in a row. But let me go ahead and redeem that, and you can see it added 10 Metro coins.
So basically for people that aren't too familiar with the game, this is sort of like a style progression game. So we have a bunch of styles that you can learn and progress. And basically you can train different stats to make different builds. So there's a lot of different things you can do depending on what your stats are, because some moves do depend on certain stats. But it's pretty cool. We can show you around the place, but in general, we have game icons across the map, and we also have a map in the menu, so JT can show you the new menu, and
Yeah,
that's going to be really helpful for everything. So we have the map that shows you everything on the map with the keys. We also have the help icons. So the help cards will basically give you a gist of everything you need to know. Like say you just forgot something from the tutorial, you can just run that real quick. We also have like the settings. So that's gonna allow you to like change certain things in the game, like music toggling as well as like power scaling. And then just some other stuff like your stats for, of course, that's where you would add stuff, as well as your like the shop. So that might have some more things later on. Um, but yeah, what to expect. So this is actually, ooh, I got legendary MC status. So this is actually our second test, but it's gonna be our first one with our Wave 1 testers. So the game's actually gonna be closed access for Wave 1, but if you do want to play and join, you can actually join the Discord, and there's gonna be other ways for you to join and become part of the Wave 2 testers. Um, but right now this is a closed community, so if you want to get into that, like join the server as soon as possible. But in general, to expect, it's pretty well thought out and tested because we have tested it before. So like you don't have to expect too many bugs. Um, but if you do see any, just know that it is still in testing. In general, tips for the game: make sure to pay attention during the tutorial. There's a lot of super fun and neat combat um mechanics that you won't really find in any other game. A lot of them you might think are similar, but we actually took inspiration for a lot of this from outside of Roblox. So just make sure to pay attention to that. Also, don't be afraid to open up the help menu, in your menu, because that has literally all the info you really need to have. Also, make sure to check out the Trello for info. So that'll have all the in-depth stuff, like what do middle names do? What do each resonance types do? Like stuff like this. Which, it's kind of bugged right now, but basically, like, what do those stuff do? Like how to get that, all that stuff like that. So just make sure to pay attention to the Trello as well for like in-depth stuff. And most of all, just like explore. Like there's a few secret stuff around the map. And there's also events that happen randomly, like every 30 minutes. So just stay on those toes, stay on those toes, and you should be fine. It's a really fun game. Like there's a lot of stuff to do. We put a lot of content into it. So definitely just like, hang around. And if you have any friends that want to play too, like just make sure to invite them. And we'll set up a way for them to join via like Wave 2 testers. So yeah, future plans. We have to announce the full release date. So we haven't announced that yet, but that'll come later on. For now it is closed testing, but in the future we'll be announcing that, and it'll probably be like at least 1 to 2 weeks before the actual release date. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, also expecting to add a lot more content before the actual release too. So whatever you see now, like if you think this is a lot, like just wait, because there's other stuff to come to. So we have a lot of ideas. It's two of us, so things take a little bit longer than like your typical dev team with like, like over 10 people. But we cooking. So just stay tuned, see what's coming from the kitchen, Just pay attention, and try out new things, and all shall be revealed. All shall be revealed. But yeah, that's about it. JT is gonna show the code above the screen, but the code for this testing release is gonna be thank you testers, thank you Wave 1 testers, exclamation point. So it's gonna be TY Wave 1 testers, exclamation point, all in caps. And then I'll give you guys some like starter spins for whoever's actually like Wave 1. So if you're Wave 1, make sure to join so you can actually use it, because it's gonna expire after a few days. So stay tuned. That's about it. Looking forward to see you guys in Metro Fighters, and stay frosty.